nothing to do today except swim lessons to having quite a few things to do today. So we packed Ella up. We had to wake her up from her nap because she refused to go to sleep earlier. She was not about going to sleep. So she only got an hour nap, where regularly she sleeps for like, I feel like between an hour and a half and sometimes even like 3.
You're looking like a whale, I can tell you.
Would you?
Yeah.
I'm pregnant.
Huh?
I'm pregnant.
Ma'am?
You would not tell me while I'm
Doesn't
pregnant.
mean you're not allowed to hear the truth. I'd say, hey, Shamu, move over.
Sounds good.
So that means you can take it from me. You don't look like a whale.
So anyway, like we said, we went from having nothing to do today to having a lot of stuff to do. I mean, it feels like a lot. It's probably not a lot. It's probably just because we're trying to do it within, I think it's because my hair's blowing all over the place too. This isn't helping. Anyway, sorry the air conditioning's on. It's way too hot. The car's 95 degrees. I'm not turning it off. But we're actually on our way to the apartments that I talked about I don't know if I talked about it in our last vlog, but maybe it was the one before. I think I might have mentioned about the luxury apartments in the last vlog, what's in my deck of bad vlog. So if you watched the last video, that's where we're headed. If you didn't watch the last video and you're new here, which you probably are new here because we only have 8 subscribers.
Welcome.
Then we are currently staying with Brandon's parents because we're kind of trying to wait for the unit that we want in the luxury apartment complex to open up and then get some things in line and then move. So we are actually on our way now because the leasing agent there said that if we are interested in going, like upgrading and getting a 3rd bedroom, then they have a 3rd bedroom that is not that much more than the 2 bedroom. And it's actually a 3-bed, 3-bath instead of a 2-bed, 2-bath. And so we're actually just gonna go and see it and see what we think about it and see if that's gonna be like a unit that we want to.
Here's what you book.
So we're pretty excited. I still don't think we're gonna move anytime in the next, like, I doubt we'll move in September. So it's probably still gonna be like October when we move, but at least like she knows of a unit that's opening. Whereas right now our correspondence is like, oh, I'll let you know like if we get a unit open, which is like a little bit stressful when you have a toddler and you're pregnant and you have a baby that's like actually has a ticking due date. So yeah, I guess like the sooner we can at least know when we're going to move, it's going to be kind of like peace of mind for us. So that's what we're going to go do now, and then we have the swim lessons today at 4, and so it's 2:20 now. So we need to go toward the apartment. We need to make a pit stop for Brandon. He's got some paperwork he has to drop off, and then we might be able to make it to a Staples, but I doubt it. No, there's no way. We're not making it to Staples today.
That's an all-over-state apartment. There's a Staples right across from it. Next to Best Buy.
Okay, maybe we are.
You might have to call ahead. I don't know how long it takes to do all that there.
To print it, yeah. I don't know. I guess we'll see. But I don't think we're gonna make it to Staples today, which I have like all weekend to do what I need to do. So it's not really like, it's not really a big deal. It's just like if we're already kind of going into town that way, then we might as well like stop. So yeah, that's pretty much what we're doing today. Hopefully they'll let us film. Hopefully they'll let us film the walkthrough. I don't know because we don't live there. And we haven't even applied to live there, so I don't know if she's gonna be like, I don't know. She also seems to really like go by the rules. Like she's really nice. Like she's very, very sweet. So if she might not be like, she might say, oh, I don't know, like if we're allowed to do that. So hopefully they do, because this unit is gorgeous. I wouldn't count on it, but it would be really awesome if we could like show the apartment. And then this is the master bathroom, double sinks. Which one is the smaller one? Is it, because we were looking online to see if like this was going to be like the... This would be Ella's room. Okay, babe, so this one would be Ella's room. Yeah. Do you like it? Do you want to live here? Huh? Yeah. So we could actually put her couch bed in here probably. We could probably put her couch bed in here. That's the hall bathroom. Oh, so this one goes into it also then? Oh, so then it doesn't matter. Oh, yeah. So then this, because then that would be the playroom. Okay, that makes sense. So then this would be the playroom. I feel like we would have to keep it locked though from the playroom. We would probably like have to like turn the door handle around and lock it. Well, I like that, and I like that these are side by side, so we could open her bedroom door up to the playroom, and we could put the gate right here, or right here.
Absolutely. And if we needed to, we could put one here, or we could just because you can lock this door.
Child lock.
On the other side.
There aren't any toys, honey. There aren't toys.
There's no toys here. They're at the house.
A bathtub.
As far as the approval process and everything goes.
So this is the kitchen. We didn't do some of the things that we were planning on doing. Like we didn't go to Staples. Well, that was the only thing, right? That we didn't do? Let's go to Staples. Yeah. We didn't go to Staples. We barely like made it to swim on time. I think we had like 10 minutes before her lesson started. So that's okay. But we made it. So if you don't make it on time, they cancel it and you have to wait until next time. So we just put Ella down a little bit late tonight, but it's 8:30 and we are actually going on a date. We're going to Outback. This is probably our first date in I don't even know how long. Like
Since the last time we went to Outback.
No, not that long. That was like after our wedding, right?
Yeah.
No, it hasn't been that long, but it's been a long time. It's probably been like at least a couple months, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He just finished medic school. I haven't even updated you guys, but he finished medic school and he passed. So
Yeah.
he had like 3 things he kind of had to go through. Okay, it's better. It's better. Yeah, he just passed, and he had like 3 things he had to do to like basically finish medic school, paramedic school. He's already a firefighter and an EMT, but first he had to pass his practical, and then he had to pass his his like a written test, and then he had to go and take a test, like a national test, to pass, like for the state of Florida. That was a really long year. I mean, I feel like I don't even have like the right to say that it was a long year, because I wasn't the one waking up at the crack of dawn. Yeah, he's been the one that's been driving like an hour away, like 45 minutes to an hour depending on like where he was going in Florida, but he's the one that's been doing that for the last year basically. And the first semester was really tough because, like, it's a really long story, but a bunch of kind of weird scheduling things happened that were completely out of his control. But it just made it to where he couldn't get like a bulk of the requirements done from the get-go, so he had to schedule everything like all at once. So he was literally, there were times where I feel like it was like 36 hours before I saw him, or even 2 days if he did like a night clinical or something. But first semester was really hard. Second semester was probably, I think, the best one, right? Because you had like,
second semester was a lot easier to manage for sure.
Yeah, he had his like classes and stuff like definitely spread out, and not only that, but he had usually 2 days off.
Yeah, usually scheduled to where I would have the weekends off.
Yeah.
But
if he wasn't working.
Yeah, that wasn't always the case, but
yeah, because like even while he was in medic school, yeah, because medic school is not medical school, so medic school. Even while he was in medic school, he still had his regular work shifts and those are 24 hours on, 48 hours off. It was definitely a long year for him. Ella and I mean, it was like a long year for us too. I will say that it just felt like pretty lonely because he was gone a lot. And so Ella and I just kind of, I was with her in the morning, and then, you know, she would go to bed around 7, and usually he wasn't home until 8 or 9. So it was harder. I feel like it was hardest on him, second on Ella, because she didn't know, like, she didn't know where you were half the time, and then, you know, moms, we just kind of do what we're told. So, can only go up from here. Oh, we got news on the apartment today too. Good news, kind of. I mean, good, like, there's an upside and a downside. The downside is the unit that we want was probably never going to become available. They had one that opened up, or that will open up the 22nd of September, but we're just not ready to move that soon. And so that, we lost our chance. Like, we're not going to be able to move into that unit. And then, so today we actually went and toured the 3-bedroom today. And we really liked it. Like, the layout of where Ella's room would be and like the extra bedroom would be so easy to just put a gate in the hallway so she can go kind of back and forth between her bedroom and the playroom. And I just doubt we would use that as a nursery. We would probably use the closet for the baby stuff. But I doubt we would use that, like any of the guest bedroom or 3rd bedroom for a new baby, only because we co-sleep and I breastfeed, and co-sleeping for us just really works for breastfeeding, and so baby won't be like in its own room. And so, like, if baby's not gonna be sleeping in its own room, then it would just be a lot to kind of have like all of the baby stuff across, like not in our room. But on the flip side though, the master of this unit, maybe it was because all of the stuff was out of it, it did look a lot smaller. Because I remember thinking like, oh my gosh, our bed would literally cover the whole like wall almost.
The master looks smaller?
Yeah, so. But other than that, we love it. Like, it's gorgeous. It's so nicely finished. They've got like a resort style pool, a splash pad, a really nice gym. I think she said it was 2,000 square feet.
Yeah, something like that.
Huge.
Nice.
Yeah. And then they have,
it's got a kid room in it too.
Yeah, there's like a kid room attached to the gym, and there's only one way into it, so, and that's through the gym. And you can keep your eye on the kids when they're in there, so I feel like Ella would just have a blast in there.
There's a TV screen in the gym, so you can see the kid room
in love with this complex. It's just like gorgeous inside and out. So hopefully everything works out. So the good news is one of the units that they have is kind of like on a discount for they call it a discount. It's really only like $40 off. So it's not really a discount. But that's not the good news. The good news is they have the 3rd bedroom instead of the 2nd bedroom on the 1st floor available October 15th for move-in. So that's probably what we're gonna do. If we don't move in October 15th, then they also have another 2nd bedroom open November 10th, but it's it's a lot smaller. It was 100 square feet less than the unit that we originally wanted, like the original 2-bedroom that we wanted. So we're just kind of like, it'll work, but it's not really like what we wanted. But we're just gonna kind of do what we gotta do at this point, because I just feel like November 10th though is just cutting it down to the wire, because if something happened and the baby came early, then we're just really, really close to having the baby and not having an apartment. So I don't know if any other couples are like this, but something that Brandon and I feel like we've pretty much always done this, right? Where well, not always. I feel like probably 50 or 60% of the time we will get 2 like entrees and then split them. Like, right? I feel like we do that a lot, yeah. Because then like you get to have both. And also I feel like half the reason we started doing that is because Brandon, he always picks one of the best things on the menu. And like the thing is he'll order it and I'll be like, oh, that doesn't sound good, or like it won't sound good, and then my food will come and then his food will come and his looks great and I always want to eat it. We're starving. Okay, so we kind of made a mess right here, so just ignore this little mini disaster right there. But our entrees came, and what is this called again?
The pasta.
Yeah, it had a really like interesting like name to it. It started with a C.
The Queensland.
Queensland. Oh, it started with a
chicken and shrimp pasta.
Yeah. So he took the shrimp and I took the chicken, because I've been having a little bit of a shrimp aversion this pregnancy, because I ate one that was like a little bit raw one time and it had feet on it, and been really like turned off to the shrimp lately. But yeah, this looks so good. Well, we just finished at Outback, and what would you rate it out of 10?
Full.
10.
Full. Full out of 10.
Full. Yeah, it was really good. I think we got really like overwhelmed by the appetizer because it was like all fried, and so our stomachs were like over it really fast.
I haven't nearly as much as I thought I was going to.
No. I feel like that happens though. Like, do you guys get like that when you're so hungry and then you finally go down, like you go to sit and eat a meal and then you eat like nothing, or like not as much? I am like that for sure. It's like the hungrier I am, the harder.
I'm just gonna go this way.
Because of the police?
Yeah, I don't know if they're blocking the road or what.
They're not. You could have gone over there.
Whatever. I don't want them to stop me because my headlight's still out.
His headlight's out, and it's been out for kind of a while.
Yeah, really what I need to do is I need to get my car serviced. And I keep taking it to that Take 5, but all they do is the oil and stuff. I need to take it to Ford so they can check everything.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Just wait.
I don't know.
There's another copper right there.
Oh, he's doing his lights on and stuff.
We're not hiding from police or anything.
I am. I've got a
He
kilo.
definitely is in there. Only a copper in there.
Oh, I know.
Oh, and he just turned on his. He's getting you.
Good.
I think we're getting pulled over. I feel like he literally turned his lights on like right as, or like not his lights, like his siren lights, but his lights as in like his
car.
Is that him behind us? No. Oh my gosh. We're good people, I promise, but he's been in medic school like busy every single day, and his headlight is out. And
it's not the actual light, because I try to change the light, and the fuse that you click it into is like burnt up, and I can't fix that. So
yeah. So, but like, so when we left Outback, there was like a cop that had pulled somebody over, and they were like, it looked maybe like they were blocking the road, but he was like, oh, I don't want to go that way though because my headlight's out, so I don't want them to like see me. So we go the other way. There's a freaking cop sitting in the like parking lot, and I could see that he was in his car, but his car was off. And then as literally we like had to make a U-turn like right in front of him, so our car is like facing the cop's car. And then he turns his car on like right as we drive by, so I'm like, oh my gosh, like we're getting freaking pulled over for sure. My heart's like racing, but maybe since I'm pregnant,
maybe
he'll cut us a break.
well, he's not behind us.
He's not behind us, so I think we're going to go ahead and end the vlog now. My battery is actually about to die, so that's really good timing. So thank you so much for watching, and if you wouldn't mind subscribing and liking this video, that would mean the world to us. And also introduce yourself in the comments below, because we don't know anybody. We'll see you in our next